Welcome back, Elock Nation. If this is your first time here, welcome to my home, garden, and lifestyle channel. If you like what you see, hit that like button. Hey everybody, I'm Nikki. I live for DIY projects, gardening, cooking, and just being my unique self. It's time to party, baby. Meanwhile, my husband and I are raising our daughter and son, both with special needs. And we can't forget to add Delta and Nala, our German shepherds, to the mix of shenanigans. Yes, it's a lot, but I love it. I love them, so it's all worth it. Welcome to my channel, the everyday life of an OCD-ish chick. September the 6th, very interesting summer, I can say. Very wet summer, slow start. So due to the strange weather this season, a lot of my plants didn't take off the way I expected them to. I did harvest quite a few things, not my best growing year, but I'm thankful because something is better than nothing. It is such a beautiful morning. I love listening to all the nature sounds before everybody else wakes up in the world, or in my neighborhood, I should say. Just one short year ago today, Nala had her first litter of puppies. Man, that was a day we will never forget. And from that litter, we kept one male puppy, Coda. Happy birthday to my sweet Coda. And happy birthday to all the puppies that came from that litter. Yesterday, we hit 98 degrees. See, all of this hot sun, this is what I needed in the beginning of the season. So I just wanted to walk around and just kind of show you guys what my garden is looking like in early September. But yeah, the garden is tired. I'm a little tired, but I am ready for some cooler weather. I've started my fall gardens. All of the yellowing here at the bottom, this is all a result of tons of rain, lots of humidity and heat, and it's been a long summer, so they have weathered the storm. I can also use these banana leaves in my compost tea because I make my own fertilizer. Simply remove the leaves, drop them in some water, wait a few days or a week or two, feed those nutrients to your plants. All of these dying leaves, they attract pests and insects. If you leave those leaves on the plant to overwinter, all of those unwanted pests and insects, they'll hibernate in the soil all winter long, and they're going to wake up in the spring, wreak havoc on your plants. This also prevents unnecessary disease to your plants. It'll be good for the plant, less stress on us. So remove these yellow leaves. This is also a hosta here. The leaves are also turning yellow and brown, and it's dying back. And as we're approaching the fall season, as well as in the fall, this is a great time to remove these yellow leaves. Yeah, so just remove them and just get them out of there. So much better. Also, the fall is the perfect time to divide these hostas. Super easy. You just dig up the plant, take your shovel, drive it down into the plant, separate it, divide it, and spread the love throughout your other garden beds. Perfect time to do that. Just make sure when you're dividing it, the roots are still attached. This limelight hydrangea, this beautiful flower here, this would make a wonderful arrangement inside the home. And as I've mentioned, I've started my fall garden. I've got some spring onion in here to help with that pest pressure. This is pak choi. I actually started the pak choi in this pot here, and I've separated them and added here to this raised bed here, and just kept a few there just in case these act up. And this is also pak choi, doing very well in this container here. I heavily watered this barrel last night. The soil was so dry. We hit 98 degrees and it was super hot during the day, and I was not coming out to water until that evening. So they'll perk up because it's going to be another scorcher today. So I'm glad it took a nice drink of water overnight. We are transitioning here for the fall. It is still very much summer. The kind of heat we're getting now, we were not getting at the beginning of the season. So my melons, they weren't coming in. And yeah, yes, better late than never. Better late than never. This one is connected to the same vine here. I'm wondering if I should take this one off. All the energy goes to this. I don't want this plant struggling, trying to produce two fruits at the same time. Throw that in there, compost. So I will wait on this one, and hopefully by October, maybe we'll have a nice juicy cantaloupe to enjoy. We'll see. It would be easier to just take some cuttings and bring them indoors so I wouldn't have to start all over in the spring. But then that's work for me in the winter. And then I don't want to deal with the fungus gnats. So, and it was so easy to drop those seeds and keep it moving. So what I'll do is I will let these continue to go to seed. I will collect these seeds and I will direct sow them in the spring. Here I dropped some seeds. I gave this raised bed a good watering. My figs are still hard. I've been waiting all summer for these. The weather has just been weird. It's like spring all over again, just waiting for that color, baby. We're doing so well, producing so fast, and it's like now, I don't know, they need a break or something? Are they on vacation maybe? But I think they're gonna make a comeback though. Got more things growing here for the fall. And I just can't seem to get out here to this okra quick enough these days. This one is humongous. She ain't so young and tender. But I see some young and tenders here though. Young and tender. Isn't that beautiful? Yeah, remove all these spent leaves because they're not doing anything for this plant. Oh, it's young and tender. I think I'm going to have to harvest this in the next day or so. Yeah, it's covered in mint. I'm going to scoop all of this up and dehydrate this as well so that I'll have fresh mint tea throughout the winter. And definitely say, even though it is a mint takeover, for the most part, my plants are pretty healthy in this bed because of all the mint. Aside from all the rain and everything, I mean, for the most part, there's some damage here. You know, something has gotten in. You know, it still happens. But again, for the most part, majority of these leaves are looking really good. A little bird poop, but hey, birds got to go too. This is some lemon balm down here. I think I'm just gonna make it a herb harvest day. I'm gonna miss my cranberry crush hibiscus here. I'm gonna miss it. Flowers have all dried up. And so in here I've got my collards and some spinach and some cilantro, and there's a purple sprouting broccoli down there. So yeah, they're Swiss chard, lots of good stuff in there. As much as I appreciate the garden netting, it is a pain in the neck having to remove the clips, pull back the netting. Ugh, I'm like over that already. But the good thing is that I have been able to just water right on top and the water does seep through. Other than that, it can be a little bit of a hassle, but it's worth it to save my food from these darn pesky pests. So yes, I will continue to use that netting. Okra, look. Once again, got it too late, but here's some young and tenders. There's some young and tenders. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Keep looking at this basil. I need to scoop that up as well. Sage, yeah, definitely going to need an herb harvest day. Just set aside some time to do that. Trying to give you an idea of what my garden is looking like early September. Yeah, it's so full, and I'm gonna miss it soon. I'm just taking all of this greenery in because it's gonna be looking real bald-headed out here soon. There will be some green, but not this much. Taking it all in. Got sweet potatoes there. I'm gonna give it more time. I always find that whenever I harvest my potatoes and I see those little small ones, I'm like, darn, if I had only waited another week or two, they would have gotten larger. So I'm not gonna be so quick to pull them out this year. I think I'm gonna wait until those leaves die back substantially before I pull them out. I want those potatoes to really get a nice size on them. And oh, look at that. Look, they're peeping. Look at that. Ooh, peep show. Look at that. And there's another one next to it. Look at that. I'm covered up a little bit though. But yes, yeah, I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait a little bit. They'll be all right. Yeah, these leaves are still pretty decent looking. And yeah, more tomatoes back there and all along the back there. Thank you guys for being here. Thank you for hanging out with me. Appreciate your love and support. Be kind to yourself as well as others. We are all going through something. See you next time.
Doesn't matter what I do. You say you need a time. I think you mean a buyout, 'cause it's pretty clear you're on your way.
If you enjoy the content, please subscribe to the channel. Find something you love and have fun doing it. Thanks for watching.